Hawk, they called him. Cold, quiet, and precise. But just how good was Ben Hogan really? Picture this. February 2nd, 1949. Ben Hogan and his wife Valerie are driving through foggy West Texas when a Greyhound bus slams into them head-on. In a split second, Hogan throws himself across his wife to shield her. That move saves both their lives, but the damage is devastating. Double fracture of the pelvis, broken collarbone, fractured ankle, chipped rib, head injury. Blood clots so dangerous they had to tie off his vena cava to keep them from reaching his heart. Doctors said he might never walk again, let alone play golf. Just 16 months later, Ben Hogan stands on the 18th green at Marion Golf Club. He's just shot a 69 in an 18-hole playoff to win the 1950 U.S. Open, his second U.S. Open title, his first major championship since the accident that nearly killed him. The gallery erupts. This isn't just a golf victory. This is one of the greatest comebacks in sports history, and it's the moment that transformed Ben Hogan from a great golfer into an American legend. But to understand just how incredible that comeback was, you have to know where Hogan came from. Born William Benjamin Hogan on August 13, 1912, in Stephenville, Texas, his childhood was marked by tragedy. When Ben was just 9 years old, his father, a blacksmith, committed suicide in the family home. The devastating loss plunged the Hogan family into poverty. His mother became a seamstress. His 14-year-old brother Royal dropped out of school to work as a delivery man. And young Ben, at 11 or 12 years old, started working as a caddy at Glen Garden Country Club for 65 cents a round. The caddy yard was brutal. There was an unspoken rule that new boys had to fight with their fists for the right to work there. Ben passed that test. These early experiences with adversity shaped his famously stoic demeanor and fierce independence. But they also revealed his natural talent for golf. At just 15, he tied for first place with future rival Byron Nelson in the annual Christmas Day Caddy Tournament. Despite being naturally left-handed, he learned to play golf right-handed because of limited availability of second-hand clubs. Hogan turned professional in February 1930, 6 months before his 18th birthday. His initial years were exceptionally difficult. He frequently ran out of money and faced numerous setbacks, going broke more than once. He endured 4 years back in Fort Worth, supporting himself with odd jobs while dedicating himself daily to perfecting his game. His dedication was absolute. He wanted to be the best golfer ever, and he was willing to sacrifice everything for it. But there was a problem, a big one. Early in his career, Hogan was plagued by what he called a low, ducking, agonizing hook. This shot caused him significant trouble, leading to missed fairways and loss of distance. It was a major impediment to achieving the consistency he craved. But Hogan's response was characteristic. He launched into a relentless pursuit of a reliable shot. This quest involved a meticulous deconstruction of the golf swing. He spent countless hours practicing and analyzing every nuance of his motion. This wasn't mere practice. It was deliberate practice, where he dedicated years to breaking down each phase of the golf swing and testing new methods for each segment. The culmination of his relentless experimentation was the Hogan fade, a controlled, high-lofted shot that moved gently from left to right. This shot wasn't just a technical adjustment, it was a profound testament to his deep understanding of the golf swing. Hogan famously said, "You only hit a straight ball by accident. The ball's going to move right or left every time you hit it, so you had better make it go one way or the other." He chose to master a predictable, controlled curve rather than chase an elusive straight shot. This strategic choice transformed a major weakness into his signature strength, providing unparalleled accuracy. The fade, by its nature, is inherently less prone to the wild, unpredictable misses associated with a hook. Hogan didn't merely fix a problem. He built a consistent, repeatable, and winning game around a controlled shot shape. This demonstrates that mastery can come from understanding and managing your tendencies rather than striving for an idealized perfect shot. For years, Hogan's secret was a subject of intense speculation among his peers and the public. Everyone wanted to know what made him so precise. Hogan eventually revealed it later in life. It involved a specific adjustment, cupping his left wrist at the top of the backswing, combined with a weaker left-hand grip, where the thumb was positioned more on top of the grip rather than on the right side. This cupping action, coupled with a clockwise rotation of the left arm, resulted in the club face being in a significantly open position at the top of the backswing. From this intentionally open position, Hogan gained the ability to prevent the club face from closing excessively at impact, regardless of how hard he swung. He discovered that with this adjustment, no matter how hard he hit the ball, it would not go left. "The harder I hit it," Hogan said, "the better it worked. There was no loss of distance." But here's the crucial part. This secret was specifically designed to cure Hogan's hook. Accounts warn that this exact technique would be absolutely ruinous for golfers who slice the ball. It was specific to Hogan's swing flaw. This illustrates his genius wasn't in finding a universal solution, but in his deep understanding of cause and effect within his own golf swing. Hogan's championship record speaks for itself. 63 professional tournament victories, 9 major championships. But it's what happened after the accident that truly sets him apart. Despite suffering severe, lifelong physical pain and limitations, Hogan won 6 more major championships. In 1953, he achieved one of the most sensational feats in sports history by winning golf's Triple Crown: the Masters, the U.S. Open, and the Open Championship. The British Open was the only time he ever competed in it, and he won. He won 5 of the 6 tournaments he entered that year. What made Hogan truly intimidating wasn't just his skill, it was his persona. He was renowned for his intensely private and stoic personality, earning him nicknames like the Hawk and the Wee Iceman. He rarely displayed emotion on the course and was notably disinclined towards casual conversation. Other professionals often found him intimidating due to his intense focus. Rival pros sarcastically nicknamed him the Surveyor due to his meticulous approach to each course. One story perfectly captures his singular focus. During a par 3, after a playing companion asked what club he hit, Hogan responded with an icy stare, took another club and ball from his caddy, hit it onto the green again, and then repeated the feat a third time. He emphasized his precision and his unwillingness to engage in idle talk. He held a low regard for idle chit-chat on the course and was uncomfortable engaging in conversation with people he didn't know well. This stoic demeanor wasn't just personality, it was a strategic tool. By rarely showing emotion or engaging in casual conversation, he effectively minimized external distractions, maintained unparalleled focus, and could subtly intimidate rivals. This ice allowed him to remain supremely composed under the immense pressure of major championships, a critical competitive advantage in a sport as mentally demanding as golf. Hogan's impact extended far beyond his playing career. He co-authored Ben Hogan's 5 Lessons, The Modern Fundamentals of Golf, which became a timeless classic that has sold nearly 1 million copies. The book systematically covers the core components of the golf swing: grip, stance, backswing, downswing, and putting. His core belief was that any golfer with average coordination could learn to break 80 through patient and intelligent application of his techniques. Despite the evolution of golf equipment and modern swing theories, Hogan's teachings continue to be relevant today. His pane of glass metaphor is one of the most iconic images in golf instruction. While modern biomechanics provide more precise data, Hogan's simple, vivid analogy provided an intuitive way for golfers to conceptualize maintaining a consistent club path throughout the swing. Hogan explicitly stated that the most important thing in the golf swing was the movement of the lower body from the top of the swing, initiating with the knees and hips, allowing the arms and hands to follow. This profound emphasis on the lower body was remarkably progressive for his era. It aligns closely with contemporary golf swing theory, which highlights the importance of ground forces and kinetic sequencing in generating clubhead speed. Perhaps most importantly, Ben Hogan is often credited with inventing practice in golf. He famously stated, "I couldn't wait to get up in the morning so I could hit balls." For Hogan, every practice session had a purpose. He spent years methodically breaking the game of golf down into chunks and figuring out how he could master each section. This rigorous and systematic approach is now recognized as deliberate practice. Ben Hogan wasn't just a great golfer. He fundamentally reshaped how we think about the sport. He took childhood trauma and forged it into ice-cold focus. He took a devastating swing flaw and engineered it into a weapon of precision. He took a near-fatal accident and the chronic pain that followed and turned them into fuel for unprecedented dominance. The Hawk didn't just play golf. He rebuilt it from the ground up, one deliberate swing at a time.